Bright Touchy. Every student matters.
That is a touchy-feely, that is touch, and this touch is perceived by the skin, right? The skin contains general receptors. These receptors can detect touch, pain, pressure and temperature. In the nose we saw that there were chemoreceptors, in tongue we saw there were chemoreceptors, but in the skin, because skin is exposed to the outer environment, like over here we have the whole body is covered with skin, it is the largest organ of the body, it has maximum receptors, right? All of these receptors which are necessary, touch, pain receptors, pressure receptors, temperature receptors, all are present on the skin, because obviously we need to perceive all these things as well. All four of these receptors are interspersed through the skin, meaning all the four receptors are present all everywhere, because where you need to feel. For example, if I pinch my hand, I will be able to feel the pain. If I pinch my leg, I will be able to feel the pain. So all of these are present all over the skin. Skin receptors generate an impulse when activated, which is carried to the spinal cord and then to the brain. Now over here you see that skin receptors are actually going first to the spinal cord. Why? Because skin receptors, especially in your especially below the your neck, all these skin receptors are there on the hand, legs, on your trunk. So whenever you feel something cold or hot, first information goes to the spinal cord, and through the spinal cord it goes to the brain to process that information, right? Now not only the skin which we are able to see, but also we are able to sense different things wherever the tissue is present. For example, joints, ligaments and tendons have proprioceptors, right? So you see, wherever the tissue is present, there are certain kind of receptors which give information to the brain. The proprioceptors is the one which help in detection of position and movement of the body, right? So skin, apart from skin, there are other tissues also which have certain receptors and which provide information about the environment, about the position of the body to the brain, right? Now let's see what is the function of the skin. First of all, skin important function is perspiration or sweating to cool down the body. This usually happens in summer or when the temperature is higher. Protection from the elements. So this is the first physical barrier which helps us from the elements of nature and also from different kind of pathogens. The sense of touch is spread through the body. Nerve endings in the skin and in the parts of the body send information to the brain. So obviously, like we already saw that everything, sense of touch is also there. If somebody is not putting any pressure, if someone is not even causing any pain, but if somebody just touches the hand, you are able to feel it, right? You are able to feel that touch. It is because of the the sense of the skin. There are four kind of touch sensations that can be identified: cold, heat, contact and pain, right? So contact is the one which I was talking about, cold is temperature, heat again is temperature, and pain is the pain receptor, right? Hair on the skin increases the sensitivity and can act as an early warning system of the body. The fingertips have greater concentration of nerve endings. Now this is something very important. Now hair on the skin, now the small hair on the skin which are present, you must have heard of the terms which term goosebumps, right? Now these goosebumps occur when a person is afraid. When suppose you are standing in night and there is a presence, right? The presence is not touching you, nobody is touching you, but you know that there is somebody standing behind, your hair stand up. Now that is what we call as goosebumps. So these are also very sensitive to the presence around us, and they help in giving you early warning that okay, there might be somebody around you, right? Whether it is a danger or not, that is something for you to decide, but it is an early warning system. Apart from that, the fingertips also have lot of nerve endings, because we are holding things, we are touching anything with the help of our fingers. So anything, if you're touching, let's say if you're touching your pan which is hot, so first thing is you touch it with your fingertips. So fingertips have a lot of nerve endings to send signals quickly, right? People who are blind can use their sense of touch to read braille. Braille is a type of reading language which helps through touching. The people who are blind, they touch the braille and they are able to read, right? Which is a kind of writing that uses a series of bumps to represent different letters of the alphabet. And this braille is using the more amount of nerve endings in the fingertip to help the blind people read and understand. Our skin is the largest organ in our body and contains the most nerve endings. Obviously, being the largest organ, it will have most nerve endings, right? So in this way, students, we talked about all the 5 types of sense organs. I hope you were able to understand them. Thank you.